truth is finally here.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Top Gun Paintless Dent Repair Training School. I'm Marty Runick, the owner and trainer. This is part 2 of the Truth About Learning PDR video series. In this video, we'll be helping you decide if paintless dent repair is a good fit for you. And by the way, if you haven't watched the first video in this series yet, please watch it before viewing this video so you'll better understand what we'll be discussing. The first thing we need to talk about is, can you learn paintless dent repair? And most trainers will tell you they can train anyone to make lots of money in this trade. That is a bald-faced lie. Many people can eventually be taught to do PDR to a level where they can do small gravy dings that might pass for small wholesale car lots. These substandard techs are known in the trade as cherry pickers. But making a decent living at doing PDR at this level is almost impossible anymore because the market is flooded with these type techs, and they're making less and less money every year. Now, if all you want to do are these small little dings or hack up a dent to a cookie like you saw in that first video, you can go to even the worst trainer out there, or even train yourself by video, and eventually you can be a cherry picker too. But these techs will never even get a medium-sized auto dealership account, much less do work for high-end retail quality customers or high-end auto dealerships. Now, most paintless dent repair trainers count on the fact that you haven't done much research and that you'll believe them when they tell you that anyone can learn PDR. But actually, only about 1 in 5 people can learn this art well enough to make a living at small wholesale car lots as a cherry picker. And only 1 in about 10 can learn it to a retail quality level to make a great living. So yes, you can make great money in paintless dent repair, but only if you have certain abilities, which most people don't have. So, what are these abilities you need to do good quality PDR? Well, the first requirement is great vision. Glasses and contacts are fine as long as they bring your vision to 20/20. And seeing well in the 1 to 3 foot range is especially important. That's why a good quality trainer will insist on a recent good quality eye exam. This doesn't mean a cheap eye exam now, we're talking about a good optometrist. The second requirement is that you have way above average fine motor skills. Notice I didn't just say hand-eye coordination, I said fine motor skills. To do PDR to retail quality standards, you need to be able to make accurate tool movements inside the dent to gather and push up metal with your tool, like you saw me do in that first video. Most people don't have the patience or the fine motor skills to make pushes with a tool like this. That's why musicians, model makers, detailers, machinists, even video gamers, or anyone that does things that require above average finger control usually have an easier time learning this trade. Now, patience is another requirement. It doesn't take patience to do paintless dent repair, but it does take patience to learn it. There'll be times during practicing when you'll feel like throwing your dent tools at anything that moves. A patient person will ride out these temporary setbacks and move forward quickly. If you get frustrated easily with yourself, you'll have a tougher time learning PDR compared to a patient person. Also, if you're comfortable working with tools and like doing detailed work, PDR could be a good fit for you. So the picky, get it done right kind of person is usually better suited for this trade. On the other hand, if you live by the motto, close enough is good enough, retail quality paintless dent repair is not for you. Now, the most important requirement for learning PDR to a real money-making level is drive. The things we just talked about are very important, but nothing is as important as drive. Driven, self-motivated people have the natural ability to see the end result and will do what it takes to succeed. And close enough is usually not good enough for them. I've seen people with drive not only get past poor training, but also develop exceptional fine motor skills even though they were not born with this gift. They just refuse to stop practicing and train their brain and muscle memory to a fine level. Imagine what they could have done with the right training. Of course, it's obviously much easier to get good training at the start to avoid months or even years of wasted time. One interesting thing here, if you are a motivated self-starter, You usually also have the fine motor skills and the patience to learn this trade. I'm not sure why that is, but after training many hundreds of techs, I've noticed this connection. Now, closely related to drive is the ability to think out of the box. This is really important. If you enjoy problem solving and creative thinking, this could be an excellent career choice for you. If you're the MacGyver type, you should love this trade. Also, an artistic personality is a big plus for learning and enjoying PDR. On the other hand, if you have a drone type, a laid-back personality, and you just like having to think creatively, then you probably won't like PDR. Being flexible and in good physical condition is another requirement. If you have serious back or joint problems, paintless dent repair isn't for you. So now you know why I say only about 1 out of 5 people can learn PDR at all, and about 1 out of 10 can learn it to a retail quality level. Most people just don't have all these traits. I'm sure you already know we all have different strengths and weaknesses. So it's not a matter of one personality type or skill being better than another. It's just some personality types with certain skills do better at certain types of jobs, that's all. So if you decided after watching this video that paintless dent repair isn't for you, well, I'm glad we were able to help you make that decision. And more importantly, I'm very glad we kept you from getting ripped off by a so-called paintless dent repair training school or trainer who would tell you that paintless dent repair would be the perfect fit for you. Now, if you know you do have these abilities we've discussed, then you'll want to watch the next video to help you decide if you should learn PDR. Just because you can learn it doesn't mean you should. What does that mean? Gotta watch the next video to find out. Hope to see you there.